So when people ask me about my dance history, I never feel like I go into enough detail. So this video is going to be a little different to serve the purpose of introducing me in a long form version, specifically my dance journey and the many adventures it's taken me. The start is always a little embarrassing, but let's start from the beginning. For context, I am a military brat, meaning that my pops was in the military and he moved our family several times until I was the age of about 12. So while I had a weird and unique experience, everyone's path is their own. But to actually start us out about dancing experience should be something I have in common with many fellow Filipinos, which is dancing at family functions where your whole family, their cousins, aunties, and uncles all got down to Cupid Shuffle or whatever the DJ wanted to play. Or even those culture dances like Dinikling. While fun, there was never really any real structure and not many real dance role models I could say I wanted to dance like or emulate. Leading into what's coming next, which completely mesmerized and took hold of me, sinking its teeth so deep into me that it hurts more to pull it out. America's best dance crew. My original inspirations, and who will forever hold a place in my heart, the Jabberwockies, the original musicality pioneers. Fam, I have the entire piece they have to apologize ingrained into my muscle memory. Quest Crew, their gravity-defying stunts and incredibly powerful moves showed me that there was so much to learn about explosive movement and different body mechanics that still inspire me till today. Poriotics, winners, and complete trolls of their own right, they showed the world that hilarity can also have a side of seriously dope dance moves. And I mean, come on, who the heck was tutting to a love story by Taylor Swift? While trying to emulate all these groups, I still had no access to any studios or dance spaces, so catch me in front of mirrors all over my house to even the world, since I moved from the state of Georgia to Germany to the Philippines, where I actually found myself a dance space where I went to a school called San Beda College Alabang. I joined their dance club and got to perform a few times for the student body. After about a year of living there, my family decided to move back to the States and started with Washington State, but in less than a year we ended up moving to Southern California, and they settled there, and that's where I reside today. I was always infatuated with dance, but this incoming era manifested a pure love for the craft and made me feel excited for every new piece, pathway, concept, or performance. I started high school, and I found a dance club to join and try to meet and get around other dancers. Unfortunately for me, the club died down after my first few meetings, so I was still hungry for more dance, but opportunities arose when a school-sponsored dance crew that was of a level I felt I could match at the time. I was excited to have anywhere to dance. We performed in dance concerts, school pep rallies, things of the like. Bit of an embarrassing time for me movement-wise, but everyone starts somewhere. On my 15th birthday, I took my first community-based dance class. Lo and behold, I found myself in a master class being taught by Pat Cruz to Exchange by Bryson Tiller at Snow Globe Perspective. As one would expect, I got my butt completely handed to me. I couldn't keep up with the level of difficulty presented to me. But I found myself loving every second of it. I really was hooked. I took every dance class I could possibly attend and afford. I've driven countless miles all over SoCal, from San Diego to LA to even the Bay, just for the purpose of dancing and growing as a dancer. That's when I began looking for more of a team environment to join. At this point, I've only taken classes and thrown myself into brand new environments where sometimes I did well and other times I completely crashed and burned. At my high school, they hosted an event called B-Boy Feud. They had an all-styles 1v1 bracket, and I surprisingly made top 16 with 50 plus people, which still boggles my mind to this day. From those events, I met some homies where I would be asked to join an exhibition team called VS. And honestly, I had no idea what it stood for, Victoria's Secret or something of the kind. I never got to perform with them, but I appreciate the time they gave me and I hope they're all doing well. After more searching and attending local workshops from teams of the area, I got scouted and asked to join a junior comp team. I was exhilarated with the idea of participating. I joined, and honestly, they really threw me in the fire. But looking back, I really loved the pressure. I was pushed hard, worked hard in rehearsals, and while still feeling the want to do more and more. Our first performance was Vibe Junior's 2016. We did a set to a track of spoken word, and while it was unconventional, we delivered a message that was clearly felt to the audience. But I also hated that it was my first set. It wasn't the type of dancing I was expecting to be doing on this type of stage, and while I'm happy I did it, I still cringe every time I see it today. Crazy enough, we won second place, but we lost to the lab, of course, which, if you know, you know. From there, I had the privilege of dancing on stages ranging from Prelude, Maxed Out, World of Dance, and Hip Hop Internationals. The first, or maybe the second year they had it in Arizona, I'm not too sure. I had the crazy opportunity to travel to Mexico City with my team and attend and perform for an organization based around Korean dancers and big community names like Haney Kim and Dylan Mayoral. After graduating high school, I found myself falling away from the team and inevitably parted ways. Going to Palomar College, I joined their dance class where I got to dance and express, but I ended up making a connection that led to so much more than I ever could have expected. I met Jessica, aka Jazo, an entrepreneur and kind of mentor to me for years. She founded a talent agency called The Blueprint Agency. This era of dance called for discipline and flexibility because while we did simple gigs such as birthday parties and social gatherings, Jazo also brought us to dance on the House of Blues stage. And yes, I threw down the nastiest well with my boy Theron while on that stage. To actually being a dancer in a music video, albeit for a Lebanese artist that no one really heard of, I got to check something off my bucket list, and I was so grateful for the opportunity. Unfortunately, with COVID, a lot of those pathways for me came to a halt, but I still found myself continuing to find time for dance in my life. From 2020 onwards, I've been training and dancing as much as my body allows. Taking countless classes, finding time to dance never gets easier, but always feels rewarding in the end to me. I've always wanted to join an adult comp team, but as the cards were dealt, I am terrible at audition processes and have continued to get rejected by many teams, ranging from collegiate teams such as Ascension, Sleepless Collective, and BSU Modern to studio collectives such as Culture Shock and other adult comp teams such as 220, 909, GRV. I guess 909 is collegiate, but I wasn't really wanted anywhere, and it got me down. I found myself desperate for a community that could open their arms to me, and without really looking hard for it, I found Alter Ego based at UCSD. With the mission of allowing people to become their alter egos as they dance, I found myself resonating with and enjoying my time with dancers of all levels on an open-level, open-door team. Being a captain for them really opened up my life to lots of goofiness and fun while dancing to our heart's content. From there, I met a good friend who introduced me to another team on the UCSD campus called Kids Next Door, or K&D. With found family values and a mission to keep everyone feeling like family, here is where I learned to love dancers as much as I love to dance. Being a captain there taught me so much about leadership and the qualities needed to be successful while keeping a particular vibe and environment that feels both encouraging and challenging. Which leads us to today. I founded a team called the Ikigai Tribe, and I guess you could call this my passion project, with a mission statement of declaring dance as our Ikigai, which is a Japanese concept roughly translated into the reason you live. When your passion, profession, vacation, and mission all align, that becomes your Ikigai. I plan to build and create as much as I physically can, and I'm excited for what the future holds. If you made it to the end, I love you. And if you're interested, comment the moment you really felt like you fell in love with dance. Keep moving, keep wiggling. I hope to see you guys around.